Hello, my beautiful besties. Is it girl Nelly? If you're part of my nail crew, welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now and become part of my amazing nail crew. So here I had already applied my PLF method, my tips, and a thin layer of clear acrylic. Today I am rocking a 2XL stiletto nails, which by the way I purchased off of Amazon. So today's going to be a short kind of video. I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to do a tutorial or if I just want to talk about life overall because a lot has happened. But let me start by showing you what I'm going to use. I'm going to be using this color from Young Nails, Cover Rosebud, but this was not the color that I was originally thinking of using. And I'm also going to be using these two colors from Double Rhythm. One is the Cat Eye, which is MC 1099, and then the Jelly Pink, which is A1611. Both very beautiful colors. And the reason I chose to use both of these colors is because that Double Rhythm magnetic gel, you can definitely turn any jelly color into a cat eye color. And I'm going to show you how. It was a little bit difficult because those jelly colors are very pigmented. They're not your usual jelly colors where they're very transparent or translucent. So the first nail I'm going to work with is my accent nail. And for this, I chose to use my glitter acrylic that I created myself. And I thought it would go nicely with this set. Honestly, here I was just going with the flow. As you can see, I apply my beads. I'm very slow when I work, especially when I work on myself. And I'm even slower if I'm working on anyone. Technically, the only people I've done nails to, it's my kids. So, but I like to enjoy what I do. I did record this video almost a week ago, and a lot has happened, and I'm sure a lot more will happen, but we'll see. Life doesn't stop just because things are happening and life be lifing. I have to get this video done and ready, upload it into YouTube because I have another collaboration that I have to work with. And yeah, so bestie, life has definitely been lifing. A lot in the past few days have changed. And I'm pretty sure more things will be changing, but I'm leaving everything in God's hands. Honestly, I pray every day that things get better and that everything that is meant for me stays, and what's not meant for me, to get it away from my path. So here I'm already using the cover color again. This was not, and I repeat, not the color I was going to use. I don't necessarily care for this color. If you are new to my channel, I like more nude colors, and if it's pink, I like something that it's more translucent, more pink vibes. This is a really cool tone. Pink, it's a beautiful color, don't get me wrong. Young Nails acrylic is a great acrylic to work with. However, it's not my favorite. I just so happened that I've been changing some things in the color that I wanted. I forgot where I put it, which I'm pretty sure happens to a lot of us. At least I hope I'm not the only one. I found that, of course, after I finished the set, just to let you know that that's the kind of thing that would happen to me. So here I'm applying the cuticle bead, and I set it just right where the other one started, and then I push the acrylic towards my cuticle area. I make sure that it reaches both side walls, and then I start to pull it downwards. Of course, this set really didn't take me that long. The application itself took me less than 20 minutes because It's very repetitive. It's just mostly full cover because my main focus was to show you the gel colors, and they're absolutely beautiful. Hopefully, I was able to capture everything that I wanted to show you within those colors. I have recently fallen in love with Double Rhythms colors, and I did purchase a few collections, and yeah, um, I'm really starting to discover a love and passion for gel polishes, which it wasn't a thing for me. Um, as you know, I have a lot of gel polishes that I actually put aside. I actually gave them away um, because I didn't really use them. But yeah, I'm building my collection once again because those gel polishes that I've had them for over 3 years. And, you know, I just didn't want to use something that was sitting there for so long. And I just wanted to purchase, a brand that I actually am in love with, that I like using, and, you know, that I'm proud of show you guys pretty much. Um, so yeah, lately, bestie, life has been lifing. Um, a lot of things have changed, unfortunately. I don't know if I should say for the better or worse, but there's a lot of changes coming. I do have a collaboration with Melody Susie, which will be coming up. I'm not sure if that will be a bonus video. So if you happen to watch that video before this one, I just posted it because, responsibilities and duties that I have to do. But this set, it was just out of the blue. I woke up as early as always, and I just wanted to do something simple, something elegant. Again, I recorded this video like a week ago, so I don't remember much. But I wanted to show you majority of the application because I know there's a lot of my besties out there that do go through a lot of, you know, trouble when it comes to their liquid to powder ratio. Even though I'm not showing you how I'm picking up bead, I do show you what I do with my brush and, the monomer. Again, here you see me pulling that acrylic upwards towards the cuticle area, making sure it reaches both side walls, and then I pull it down. After I do that, then I do one more bead to concentrate, actually to give this nail the proper structure because of the length. I am not an educator. I'm not a nail tech. I'm just someone who likes doing nails, and I like to share my journey with you guys because it has been a journey. I've been doing this for 5 years already, I think. And I started with polygel, then I went to hard gel, which I still use hard gel, but only on my natural nails. And, I do these sets on top of my natural nail set. So sometimes you're going to see that the nails look a little bit extra bulky, but you always have to remember that I have product on my nails. And I like to clarify that because I don't want people thinking I should create this huge apex. Um, of course, I fix it with filing. Now at this time, I'm going to encapsulate the glitter nail, and for this nail I'm going to be doing a 3D flower. Oh my god, I do enjoy doing 3D flowers. So I was planning on doing a third 3D flower class. However, I don't know exactly if that's going to be possible when I was planning it. But it will happen. Don't worry, bestie. I got you. So if you want to participate on that class, maybe this time I will do it public, so that, people don't feel pressure, because I understand the economy is rough and not a lot of people can afford to join memberships for other, YouTubers and stuff. So I will most likely make it public instead of just members only. but I will start it right where I left it with my members. I already have a few things that I have in mind. I do want to continue practicing my 3D art because that's something that I really want to get really good at. And I'm very excited about that. So again, I'm just encapsulating the nail. After I finish encapsulating, I'm going to show you what the nails look like. I will do the shaping off camera, and then I come back to show you how I do the nail art, which is not really um, it's not hard at all. It's something actually very simple, and already have another set in mind with that cat eye that I purchased, because again, like I said, you can do, or you can actually make any jelly color cat eye if you have this magnetic gel polish. There's another one that I actually have in my cart. It's a little bit more glittery, and I really want to get that one, but I have to wait. It's a very beautiful cat eye, and even the one I'm using right now is a very beautiful color. So here I had already shaped. Shaping did not take long, probably 15 minutes. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I actually took the top coat because I'm going to apply the top coat to the accent nail, but I had taken out the wrong one. I took out the matte instead of the shiny, and I do not want this nail to be matte at all because I want to show off those glitters. Those glitters are very, very beautiful. I'm very proud of that mix that I made, and I've been using it a lot actually recently in most of my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that there's no gel on my skin, and I'm then going to cure for 60 seconds. Now this is where the fun begins. So now we're going to go to using this cat eye. Now this cat eye is going to look gray. It's a gray color, and it looks absolutely gorgeous if you were to put it on top of black. Oh my god. If you want, go check out the haul where I unboxed this color and I did it over black. It's so beautiful. I do want this magnet right here came with the collection, but I actually want to get the bigger wand magnet one. I don't know how to call it, but I'm just here trying to get those magnetic particles right there in the center because I want that jelly color to really pop. I mean, it doesn't really take much effort, honestly, because it's a very bright color. So here I'm just playing with the cat eye, trying to make it as, as beautiful as possible. And then I'm going to make sure that there's no excess gel. Please don't do what I'm doing right now, which is cleaning the underside of the nail with my fingers. I'm so sorry, bestie. Um, do that with some lint-free wipe, or put on some gloves. Always make sure to be safe. I was just trying to get through this set, and again, I wasn't sure what I was going to do after. So here I was trying to kind of do a Frenchie with the cut eye. I don't really know if I achieved it or not. I'm just looking at the video as I'm editing it and doing the voiceover. Um, but I had a lot of fun. I did enjoy doing this set very much. I love this length. I think this length is perfect for me to wear on a regular basis. I did not. I actually removed it after I finished the set because majority of my sets are just for nail content only, as most of you know by now. But again, I love this cat eye, and I have a I can just picture it right now. Very beautiful set in mind. So now let's use this beautiful jelly pink. This is like a very vibrant pink. I was very shocked and surprised to see that even though they're jelly, they're so pigmented. So because of the light, of course, you're going to be able to see it. But in person, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show what I want them to show. Because as you can see, it's very, very pigmented. But if you look very closely, you still be able to see the metal particles behind the jelly. So I went ahead and I painted all of my nails before I cured. Then I made sure that none of the gel was on my skin because again, safety comes first. If you're having trouble or if you find that your hands are too shaky whenever you're applying gel polish, a good trick will be to use your pinky finger, put it against your hand, the one that you're painting, and then go ahead, and that's how you can balance your hand, and not make it too shaky. Yes, this takes practice. Believe it or not, gel polish, a lot of people think, oh, gel polish is something simple. Yes, it is simple, but to a lot of people that have shaky hands, can be actually very challenging. I do have shaky hands because I do suffer from thyroid issues, and I've suffered from thyroid issues for a very long time. So after I finish applying everything, again, I make sure that there's no excess of the gel polish on my skin. That there's no excess on the side walls of the nail, because that's a big thing for me. Like, I love gel polishes, but I don't like the fact that it kind of, the more gel polish you use, it kind of changes to shape. So in future videos, you might see the side walls. If I happen to reshape them, that might not have the color. I'm just warning you right now so that you're aware. Again, don't do what I'm doing here right now. I'm so sorry. I was just going with the flow, trying to get this set, as best as I could. And I did a final 60-second cure. And oh my God, this color looks so gorgeous against that magnetic color. And then I go ahead and I do apply top coat. Now, these jelly colors, I find that majority of their colors, well, at least all of them, all the ones that I have so far, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 collections, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 additional 5 additional colors that I have do have a tacky layer. So after you finish applying whatever color you're using from Double Rhythm, make sure to apply your top coat. And it's a beautiful shine. I don't know if you can tell by now, but here I'm just doing a rose. And how can I explain this in a way that you can understand me? So I went and added acetone to my monomer to allow the beads to set a bit faster. I'm getting used to doing that. And then what I'm doing is I'm only using the tip of my brush. So I apply the bead in a curved way, right? And then I start to kind of push it downwards only with the tip. And then you're going to see that it looks like I'm brushing it upwards. That's what's going to give it that 3D like look. So here I am again creating the third petal. I'm going to apply it in a kind of a long way, and then I'm going to put minimum pressure as this bead is setting, because of course, since I added monomer, it's going to set a little bit faster than usual. And then you're going to see me, I'm kind of brushing, using the tip of my brush, brushing it up until I create the shape that I want. And then of course I need to define that the center of that petal. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to add 2 petals in the center of this flower, one on the top and then one at the bottom. I'm going to do the same exact process. I'm going to make sure to push that acrylic in the shape that I want. That's why you see me, going to both ends of the top petals and then making sure that I define this, the middle or the center of that petal. Doing it, brushing, the acrylic very, very lightly. Of course, this is something that's going to take practice. It takes time. It took me a very long time to learn this, but I am very grateful. I did learn how to do this from Tammy. Tammy, again, thank you so much for your support, for your love and dedication, and for making sure that whenever we're learning, that we learn to do things the right way. She has a YouTube channel here, and it is, I think it's Tammy's Nail Techniques. So definitely check her out. And now I'm going to do the center of that petal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow that bead to set a little bit, just for a few seconds. Of course, this video is sped up a little bit. And then I'm going to dig in with the point, only the tip of my brush. And I'm going to make a circle. And then I'm going to bring kind of like the middle and kind of twirl it around to create the center of that rose. So after I did that, I went ahead and I grabbed my green, because of course I need some leaves. And then the leaves, I'm gonna grab the bead, I'm gonna set up the bead right where I want that leaf to go. I'm gonna wait a few seconds, and then I'm gonna push down with my brush in this way. Then I'm going to turn my brush to the side and create that middle line, which kind of extends the acrylic. Then I'm going to go in with my X-Acto knife, and then I'm going to create those ridges on the sides, kind of to give it that 3D dimensional look. And that's what I do for the other petal. Now I cannot remember for the life of me if I did 2 leaves or if I did 3. Most of the time I do 3, maybe I did 2. I don't know, I can't remember. But just know that I'm doing the exact same process. Push down, turn my brush to the side, bring those 2 points to the center, and then I go in with the X-Acto knife to create the ridges on the what's going to be the leaf of the flower. And then off camera I applied all the pearls. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Yes, it was a short one, but a goodie one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a like, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts on this set. It is something much more simple than what I usually do. However, I still had fun and I still enjoyed it. So if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, and you are more than welcome to join my membership for $4.99 a month. But I'll let that up to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.